Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So it's the end of the week, and today I want to actually address a question I got regarding headaches. What to do about headaches, because when people get on raw foods, they also get into natural health, and a lot of times most people actually stop taking a lot of different pills that they don't really feel that they need anymore, especially certain types of chemical pills that are either like pain relievers or different stuff that you can get at the pharmacy that you start learning about and no longer kind of trust, or you just want to sort of take more of a natural route with things. And so someone had recently posted on my YouTube channel a comment asking, what do you do about headaches now that you're not taking pharmaceutical drugs, things like that. So the main thing is, what I first want to go over is why exactly would someone be having a headache in the first place? Because a headache is giving you a sign that there's something not right. So it's not something, obviously it's uncomfortable, okay, and it's painful, and no one wants to feel pain, no one wants to feel discomfort, and so we want to get rid of it. But how you'd actually get rid of that headache is to find out what the root cause is, not to just take something that will just mask the pain or mask the symptoms. So a lot of times people get into natural health and they're just trying to find like a so-called natural alternative to what was available to them through the pharmaceutical industry or the mainstream stores, right? And a lot of times natural health is not about so much just finding an alternative or something that's more natural. It's about getting to the roots of the issue and getting rid of it, and so that you don't have headaches. These things don't come up. So, and to actually appreciate when you do have a headache because it's telling you something. So that's what we want to look into today, is like, why do people get headaches in the first place? And there's a few reasons why. Now, if someone were to first be getting onto raw foods, or they're doing like a juice fast or any kind of cleansing, and they're getting off of like coffee, or they're getting off of soda, or they're cutting out chocolate, even raw chocolate out of their diet, they may have headaches, okay? That's usually a withdrawal from having caffeine or theobromine, or even withdrawal from sugar, from processed sugar. People get headaches, or withdrawal from high fructose corn syrup, or even withdrawal from MSG. If someone's had a diet that's been full of MSG and flavor enhancers, and suddenly they get on to just eating whole foods, they're going to notice that they're going to feel kind of funny for the first few days and have headaches. And also, something like MSG and flavor enhancers actually cause headaches. So, it could be something that is either that you're taking certain foods out of your diet that suddenly your body is having to sort of readapt and rebalance itself chemically, that you get headaches. And it can be something that is coming from your food that's causing the headache. A lot of times people have food allergies, right? And certain allergenic food, once, these foods can cause headaches over time, because it's your body's way of saying these foods are causing a really bad reaction in the body, and you need to know it so you can stop eating these foods. So every time you eat the food, it's going to give you a headache. I went through that recently over the winter, where it was probably around December, January, and for some reason, like out of the blue, I was having headaches every single night, and I would have a headache at night. I'd go to bed and my head would be pounding, and then the next morning I'd wake up and my head would be pounding still. And it went on for like a few weeks, and I was like, what is going on? I'm eating such a pure diet. And I thought it had something to do with maybe my sinuses, because usually like headaches are connected to sort of the nasal cavity and the whole sinus cavity, right? So when people have allergies, a lot of times it affects their sinuses and affects their nasal cavities, and that's why people get headaches. It's like, because everything's kind of clogged up. And so I was like, is there something I'm allergic to, or is it because it's the winter time, things are really dry because of the indoor heating, and like I went and got like, humidifier, and I was doing the neti pot, trying to drain my sinuses every night, and nothing would help. And it was really, really painful, and it was kind of like, what is going on? My lifestyle is so clean and pure. And then I started thinking about, okay, what are the foods that I have the most difficult time giving up? What are those foods that are my happy foods every day? Because a lot of times our happy foods are those foods that really kind of make us feel good. Sometimes we're allergic to, and the reason why they make you feel good is because you're having an allergic reaction to it, and your body is actually producing natural histamines, and it gives you a bit of a high. So it's like, what is the foods that I'm most difficult giving up at this point? And I was like, my tahini. You guys know I used to be addicted to tahini and honey. And I was like, maybe give up the tahini. And I gave it up, and within 3 days, headache's gone. Okay, and even when I would just have sesame seeds, the headaches would come back. So, and I even noticed that recently I had here in Thailand, I was at a sort of a vegetarian / raw food restaurant, and they had beautiful raw food salads on the menu, and I just had a bite of someone's tahini and cabbage salad. I mean, it was delicious, but I got a headache that night, and I only had 2 bites of it, and within a few hours it was boom, boom, boom. So I do know what it's like. So that to me is interesting. So a lot of times when people are coming out with headaches, check to see first to eliminate all allergenic foods. And allergenic foods are dairy products, they're wheat products, anything with wheat gluten in it. So it's not only breads and flour, but it's also eliminating rye and spelt and even oats, okay? Then there's also eggs and soy products and corn as well. And so you eliminate these allergenic foods, and you see, is it helping with the headaches? And if so, then you know it's one of these foods, and you can kind of do some experiments to see what foods is actually causing this, and then it might be like me, one sensitivity to one type of seed that just, messes everything up. But when it comes down to actually how to relieve the headache, my suggestion is to drink a crazy amount of water to really flush whatever it is out of your system. A lot of times people are dehydrated, and that's why they're getting headaches. And another thing too is to exercise. It's so important. I've been telling people on the 10-day juice fast right now that are dealing with a lot of detox symptoms to, just do some gentle exercise, go out for a half-an-hour walk, just to get things moving and get things out of their system and get their circulation going, because that too will relieve a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of things that come up when you're changing your lifestyle and you're doing something different. So those are my little tips for today, and I'm wishing you guys a fabulous weekend. And I just want to mention too that the 7-day raw food challenge, it's starting in less than 10 days. It starts Monday, July 19th. It's going to be fantastic. Right now we're doing the 10-day juice fast. After that, it's a 7-day raw food challenge. It's great for anyone that wants to get onto raw foods and do it correctly, because I know a lot of you out there are not doing it correctly, are getting terrible results from it, and this is a way to really get a well-balanced diet. I give you recipes, I give you a menu planner, everything you need to eat is sorted out for you, okay? And there's 7 videos, there's a daily video taking you through the raw food challenge and raw foods and natural health and all of that, everything you need to know, specifically made for the challenge. And there's a forum, so online you get to meet everyone else that's doing the challenge with you. It's a group effort, group support. I'm there to support every single day, and it's going to be fabulous. So go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on Raw Food Challenge, and sign up today. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye!